Hey guys, alright, this knife is coming along really nicely. Gotten to a point where I have the wooden section here polished right up, nice and smooth, but we still need to seal this grain. Now there's lots of things you can do. You can throw some urethane over it after, you know, a couple dozen coats of sanding out, it'll work. You can put true oil on it, lots of coats, it'll eventually, or some guys will just leave it. But what I'm going to do is something different. I learned this when I was working at a gun shop. I'm going to use Acraglass. Acraglass from Brownells to seal up this wood. This works good on rifle stocks. This is what we always used to do at the gun shop. It's kind of labor intensive, but boy does it seal the grain well. So let's get some Acraglass mixed up and we're going to get this grain sealed. Okay, as you can see I have equal parts of Acraglass and I put a little bit of coloring in there just to add a little bit more contrast to the wood here. Mix it up really good. Mine's getting a little older, so the one portion, the resin is getting a little bit crusty. Alright, so get this stuff mixed up really well. Nice consistency. Make sure you keep your knives and everything clean, because this stuff is pretty nasty. I'm going to put a glove on for this. So, is this your first visit? Alright, we take this nasty looking concoction and we rub it into the grain of the wood. Just like that. And you really got to rub it in. You don't want to leave a whole bunch on, because the more you leave on, the more you got to get off. So as you can see, we didn't need too much here. You really want to work this product into the grain of the wood. Especially on these end grain ones. Get that right in there, and it's going to add a nice character to your wood as well. So as you can see, we didn't need much at all to do this knife. Carry on some more off of here. Get that in. Work that right in there like that, guys. Pull it off here, and now we want to get the end right in here. Work that right into the grain of the wood. Just like that. Like I say, you really want to get in there and get as much off as you can. Now at this point, let's just set that right there. And grab yourself an old towel and let's do some more cutting. Okay, I got myself a piece of linen here now. Let's just get as much of this off as we can. Cut it right back off, guys. We want to do that because it's going to take a lot of cleaning up if we don't, a lot of sanding. Whereas if we get the majority of it off with our linen rag. Now don't touch this with your bare hands because you don't want to leave any fingerprints on it. So as you can see, it's really added some character to this. And if you look close, the grain's filled too, eh? Now we may have to do this a couple of times. Hopefully not though. See, with this, you go against the grain, eh? Because you want to work that stuff right into the open grain of the wood. It's very important to fill the grain. If you fill the grain in with a waterproof resin like this, it's not going to open up, and you're not going to have swelled handles or anything like that because they've gotten wet at some point. Let's see, how's that look? That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, I think. Now the thing of it is that what we're going to have to do is let this dry off overnight, 24 hours, and then what you need to do is buff it out. You may have to do this a couple of times just to make sure you get all the pores filled, but look at the character of that wood and the bone now. It's really come out. It's antiqued it up a bit. I like it, and this looks pretty good. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll throw a couple more coats on this while you're off camera, but that old girl's coming along pretty nice. I'm liking this. Thanks guys, take care, bye. Well, there she is guys, my custom handled Mora clipper 4 1/4 inch blade. Turned out not too bad. I put a couple of 3 coats of Birchwood KC True Oil on it, finished it off. The green is all filled in nicely. I left this antler really kind of rough. I wanted to look a little bit more, I don't know, antiqued, but I didn't want to have it look super finished, and you know, I wanted to give it a little bit more of a rustic look. A few things I'll do different next time. It's a little thick across the top. I'll probably thin this down a lot more, make it a little thinner. It fits my hands. I've got a little bit of slightly larger hands, so it fits me really good. Somebody smaller or younger stature probably wouldn't fit them so well, but yeah, for first go, I'm kind of impressed with it. I got a couple more on the go here. I'm gonna get started here right chicken little, but I thought, what the hell, I'll get this posted up here today instead of, so it's not one of those massive long time knife making projects here. So there it is guys. It's a pretty simple do-it-yourselfer. You know, get some horns, get some wood, a little bit of epoxy glue, and you're all set to go. Why not make your own handles and have it look a little bit better? This is every bit as good as anything you'll get from the factory, and you know, the more knives, the more blades are extremely good. So I'll break this out and probably use it here a little bit, but I'll probably try and build myself a leather sheath here for it shortly. And then anyway, there's Glockster 42's very first knife handle project. Yeah, it turned out alright. I'd probably give it about a 6 out of 10. A few things I've got to get better at. I've got to shape the handle a little bit better and work on it a bit. But for first goes, I kind of like it. Looks good. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Later. Bye.